What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we are going to take a look at this brand new Viking travel trailer. Now these are notoriously those lower cost kind of entry-level travel trailers, but this one is very cool and they've done a lot of really interesting things to it, and it's definitely one you might want to see. So hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, before we get any further, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 4,433 pounds, a cargo capacity of 584 pounds, and it's going to ride on a single 4,000 pound axle. If we look at the other numbers, it has a 3,832 pound dry weight, and the overall length is 22 feet 3 inches long. Very, very cool unit. Now this is a stick and tin unit, which means it has this corrugated kind of aluminum sheathing over a wood frame, but they've done a lot of really interesting things with this floor plan. So let's take a quick look at the inside, then we'll come back outside and we'll take a look around as well. You can see the single propane can up front. Has a pretty good size frame for the size of trailer this is, and it looks like you could probably fit 2 batteries in there as well. You have some storage here, and we'll take a look at all this when we come back out. But this is the 182 DBU. Again, they've done a lot of really great things to this unit. First of all, love the friction hinge door. So the door's not going to be blowing around on you at all. All right, so this unit just came in. They haven't had a chance to kind of organize and kind of put everything where it needs to go. But this is the front kind of bench seating area. Again, they haven't really put it all together in the way it would normally look. And I do not know the order of all these pillows at the moment, but there are a bunch of them. And this turns into a really cool area where you put a table in between and have kind of an awesome dinette up front. It is a Murphy bed. So you drop this down and it gives you a really, really nice bed area. You basically would take these pillows, put them on the side, and flip this latch out right here. Let's see if I can do it all one-handed. There we go. And then the Murphy bed would fold out from here. Mattress is down in there right now. Don't want to mess with that because it's kind of folded in there. But the bed's behind there. This folds down, turns into a queen size bed. Pretty awesome. I love this space so far. There is your thermostat control, USB ports, some charging outlets right there. You have your pantry space right here. But check this out. This space in general is kind of insane. I mean, it's a lot of space, a lot of amenities for the size of trailer this is. You have a 2-burner cooktop right here. You have a nice sink area. But the other thing you're maybe not realizing at this point is that there's no slides on this unit. So all this space that you get is considering the fact there's no slides. Look at all the floor space. And then this is where the TV would go. You have all your switches and controls here. Got more storage and everything underneath. You got more drawers right here. 2-burner gas cooktop. More cabinets under here. Has a single basin plastic sink. Greystone compact microwave. Huge storage pocket right there. This has a 12-volt electric refrigerator. Not a lot of light coming in here. Let me open the door. That might help. Yeah, that definitely helps. So right here, you actually have a sink right outside of your bathroom with a medicine cabinet above it. Then in the bathroom, you got space right here for towels, toiletries, and such. A reasonable size shower back here. So it's got a full bathroom. It's a plastic toilet, which is kind of expected for this price range of unit. But it's also a bunkhouse. So you have both a top and bottom bunk, which is super awesome. That's just kind of rare, to be honest, for this size of unit. No slides, but to have 2 sinks. So you have the sink here, and then you have the sink back here. This is such a cool floor plan. I gotta admit, I really like it. And then you have pantry space right here. And this is the table that you would position right here for your kind of dinette area. Very cool. I mean, I really like this floor plan. This is such an interesting design. It gives you extra storage on the side here of the Murphy bed. And again, they didn't skip out. You still have wardrobe space. I mean, you just get so much with this floor plan. And it's definitely something I think most people could get around, especially if they have a small family. They don't have the budget to go out and get a $50,000-$60,000 RV and a new truck to tow it. This is absolutely something that's half-ton towable. You can even tow it with some smaller vehicles. You could tow this with a full-size SUV like a Tahoe or an Expedition or an Armada, and it gives you a ton of flexibility for camping with the kids, because ideally you can sleep, you know, possibly 2 kids up top if they're small, but let's just say 1 on each bunk, and then the parents back here. You could sleep a family of 4 very easily. If the kids are smaller, because these beds are roughly 4 feet wide, you could easily sleep a couple small kids on each one if you really wanted to as well. Just make sure you don't go over the weight capacity of the actual beds. Now you're asking, what is the price of something like this? Well, I don't know what the sale price is, but I can imagine it's much lower than the MSRP. But the MSRP on this unit is just a hair over $25,000. So for, you know, a bit over 25 grand MSRP, sale price being significantly less than that, you can have a unit that is built reasonably well, that's going to have sleeping capacity for what you're looking for, can get you out there camping with no slides. You don't have to worry about slides in this unit, with a very functional kitchen. You don't have an oven, so keep that in mind, but a very nice entertainment area right here. And then when the kids are, you know, when it's ready for them to go to bed, they just go to the bunkhouse, you drop your Murphy bed down, and you have a nice place there. The only thing I really think they should have added here is a curtain right up here, because they have the space, just a curtain rod from here to here, or even to the edge of the door, so the parents can kind of close that area off and have a little bit of privacy, you know, especially when they're going to bed. And then you have your single air conditioning unit up top here. Very cool. Let's take a look at the outside of this unit. Okay, so we're going to start at the front, work our way back. Has a manual tongue jack, a single propane can up front. You're going to have some storage underneath here, which is currently locked. You have your water, fresh tank fill, city water connection, the outside of your furnace right here. Single axle. Definitely upgrade from this tire pretty quickly. I would honestly put maybe a 15-inch, slightly higher load range, maybe a couple load ranges higher tire on this unit, just so you have that peace of mind, especially because it is only one single axle. You can even upgrade your shackle straps right there so they're thicker and more robust, and that would just give you a little bit of peace of mind while you're going down the road. All in all, upgrading the tires, the wheels, that piece would probably cost in the $600 range total, you know. So that's definitely not a huge investment, especially if it just improves your confidence, your safety, and, you know, just the way you feel going down the road. You have all your sewer connections back here. You have your 30 amp connection right there, plus your cable satellite. Scissor jacks all the way around, and they do give you a bumper on this unit, which is really nice. So you can throw your sewer hose in there. Place for your outside shower. This does use LED lights. Even though they look like they're the incandescent, I can actually see the PC board in there where the lights are attached to. Plus up top, it is wired for a backup camera. You have 2 windows here. These are windows for the bunks, which are really nice. Spare tire hanging off the back, and you can keep the Castle Rock as your spare tire. I mean, that's just going to be an emergency situation where you'd need to use it, and maybe even keep one of the other ones as another spare tire. You know, it's never a bad idea to have excessive numbers of spares. Back this way, it has a nice little scraping thing down there just in case you accidentally go a little too low. You have the back of your water heater. You have a leash link right here if you have a dog and you want to kind of connect it there. Plus you have a power awning, which is also really nice. Right here, you're going to have access to storage, and it's a ton of it. I mean, check this out. This is the space underneath the actual lower bunk, and it seems as if you could take that piece out right there and access it from the inside, which is really nice. But that is such a cool storage location. I probably would have preferred that. Just have that piece taken out so you can access it all the way through. What do you guys think? But I love this outside storage. It's massive, and it makes a lot of sense because typically travel trailers don't have that, even your larger ones. Then this is your outside kitchen area. So this is where your cooktop would go, right here. And then you have an outside Everchill 12-volt refrigerator. Very cool. That's some of the magic behind this unit. This is where you would actually have your LP Quick Connect for your outside cooktop. And then it has the traditional steel fold-out steps, which are perfectly fine. Is this one unlocked? Nope, they're both locked. But yeah, this front access area, that's typically where they keep like the power cable, or they keep other things. Maybe the barbecue grill that would go in there, just so it's not taken or walks off. But yeah, very, very cool setup. And for 25 grand, it's absolutely something that most people can get behind, especially considering it's going to be significantly less expensive than that. And you can tow this with probably the vehicle you have. Just keep in mind, you want to make sure you do have the towing and payload capacity to properly tow something like this. But yeah, I absolutely love this trailer. And it's very, very wide considering how small it is. Like if you look at this E-Pro next to it, and you kind of compare the two, you can see just how significantly wider the Viking is over the E-Pro, which gives you more space, more room on the inside. But what do you guys think? I'd love to know your thoughts on this unit. Is this something you feel you could get behind from the pricing perspective, being 25 grand? We all know everything's gone up in price because of the pandemic. Everything's more expensive and harder to get, and you know, you question the quality behind some things, but you are seeing some manufacturers that are still turning out a good product at an affordable price. And I definitely think this kind of falls into that category, especially if you can snag it for under 20K. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.